I walk through the hallway bathed in sunset with Senpai. While talking about pointless things, we walk as slowly as possible. There's such a wonderful atmosphere here. Thinking back, I spent the night in Senpai's room. Back then, my mind was filled with the fact that I killed someone, and after that, I forgot about it when I was with Arquid. If it wasn't for that one night, I don't think I would be here today as I am now. Yep, you'd probably be in the mental ward, Shiki. Or in prison. She doesn't bring it up, but I wonder what she thinks about that night. Did it feel like she was just lending a hand to a depressed lower-classman? Like picking up an abandoned puppy cast out in the rain. Senpai, Yes? Senpai looks over to me. Right when I was going to ask about that night. Grrrr! What the fuck is that supposed to be? Oh, okay. My stomach interrupts, growling audibly. No, not growling, it's more like a roar. I guess I'm hungry. The silence is a little uncomfortable, and awkward. Tono-kun, it seems you're hungry. I guess so. Jeez, do I get hungry even when I don't have an appetite? I let out a sigh. Looking at me, Senpai smiles. Of course. Being human means you have to eat to live. Just like vampires. No doubt. Come to think of it, I'm really starving. I hadn't realized it, but skipping breakfast and lunch really did take quite a bit out of me. Well, I would assume so. I don't think I can last until dinner, so I should buy some bread on the way back. Tono-kun, here. Senpai presents me a pouch of cloth she's hiding. Holding. I think it's her lunch. It's partly eaten, but is that okay? Blushing a bit, Senpai says this embarrassedly. That's right, Senpai only ate half her lunch today. Finishing someone else's half-eaten lunch is a little embarrassing. Oh my god, this is actually a choice? Alright, well I guess let's save the game. You got a dead end for refusing to eat her lunch. No, I refuse to do something so embarrassing, or I don't care, I'll not. Well, since this is the Ciel route, let's go ahead and just do as she asks, I guess. Never mind that and just eat. I believe kindness should always be accepted. I'll take it. I'm hungry, so if you don't mind, I'll eat it. Yeah, even if it's a bit past the expiration date, I wouldn't mind. Then let's go to the tea ceremony room. If we go there, I can get you some tea. Senpai trots off down the hallway. Thanks for the meal. Itadakimasu. I bring my hands together briefly and start to dig into Senpai's lunch. Munch, munch. I eat without restraint while Senpai stares at me. Tono-kun, you don't have any manners. How dare you? Munch, munch. 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 Mmm. I gulp some... Senpai keeps watching me. Does it taste good? Well, by the way he's eating, I would guess that's the case, but yeah. Mmm. It's cold and not very good. Wow. Well, at least you're honest, I guess. I think that comment was a little too honest myself. Yeah, I think it was too. But it's my personality, so I can't change it. Senpai gives a small laugh as she looks directly into my eyes. Tono-kun, you have quite a philosophic outlook. How? She says this kindly. Huh? I don't get you, Senpai. Saying something like that all of a sudden. But it's true. Normally, people wouldn't eat another person's half-eaten lunch like that. But you don't seem to mind what others think of you, do you? What? Really? I'm not that self-conscious. I just live honestly. But if living life without caring what others think is philosophical, then this person is much more of a philosopher than I am. Yeah, especially when you consider her long-ass philosophical speeches she likes to give. If it was me, I could never mend the splints in the courtyard that everyone else ignores all by myself. In my opinion, I think you're more philosophical than I am, Senpai. You're always living at your own pace. It feels so good to just watch. Or just to watch. I speak openly. Of course, it was a compliment, but Senpai says, "Oh, I see," and slumps in disappointment. Senpai? Did I say something bad?
Never speak again, Toto. That was terrible.
Yes. Because normally that's what they call an old spinster. That's what they call an old spinster. I'm a girl, so hearing that is a shock. For Senpai, that must mean she's acting old rather than being philosophical. Oh yeah. So, does that mean I'm acting like an old man now? Well, excuse me, I'm just a high school student bravely facing the dangers of life. And vampires. But you can't deny it. Because a sitting cushion and a cup of tea really suit you. And always calm. You seem like a retired man. Senpai giggles. I wanted to hear I was more a guy that looks good in Japanese clothing, but if Senpai says a retired man, then maybe that isn't a bad thing. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. Oh. Well then, fellow old-timer, how about we have a long chat over a cup of tea? I'd love to keep you company, Shiki-san. With a beaming smile, Senpai pours some tea into my teacup. An hour passes. We talk together until 5:30, and then we walk out of the gate before it closes and go our separate ways at the intersection. I head up the road and draw near the mansion. After a little more walking, I see Hisui standing by herself at the front gate. What? I wonder what Hisui is doing. Tilting my head to the side, I head for the front gate. Hisui realizes I'm here and bows her head. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. Yeah, thanks, Hisui. I can barely reply since I'm bewildered by the respectfulness of it all. Were you waiting for me to come home? Yes. Greeting the master is a servant's duty. Answering very matter-of-factly, she doesn't even bat an eyelash. Hisui, I'm truly happy you waited for me. You waited to greet me, but there's really no need to wait outside. I'll come back on my own, so you can just greet me whenever you realize I'm back. Hisui's face clouds slightly. Oh, maybe she was waiting for me to return like this on Saturday and Sunday. Hisui, I understand. Starting from tomorrow, I will await your return in the lobby. Hisui gives a quick bow and opens the mansion gate. Hisui turns around as she does so. For some reason, the atmosphere isn't exactly conducive to conversation. Hisui closes the gate after I pass through, then she silently walks to the entrance to open the door and leads me into the lobby. I get to my room. Akiha isn't back yet from her lessons, Kohaku-san is preparing dinner, and Hisui is cleaning the mansion. Jeez, there's nothing to do. Well, there's always masturbation, but, you know. Well, there's quite a mountain of studying, reviewing, and memorizing a student like me has to do. But I just don't feel like doing anything. Suddenly, Arcoid's face flashes in my mind. Whether good or bad, it's probably just a reaction to the crazy 2 days I just had. Perhaps spacing out here in my room will be good, giving my mind and heart a break. After eating dinner by myself in the large dining room, Kohaku-san treats my wounds and I go back to my room. Akiha didn't make it back in time for dinner. Her lesson was apparently going to last a while, so she was going to eat away from home. It's past 10 at night now. It's a bit too early, but since I'm exhausted, I should sleep early tonight. And let me guess, we're going to have terrible nightmares. My body is exhausted, but I can't fall into a deep sleep. The wounds all around my body sting and wake up my mind as it tries to sleep. I'll look at the clock as I lie in bed. It's past 3 o'clock in the morning, already 5 hours of unsatisfactory rest. Damn it, I can't sleep. Not being able to sleep when I want to, it's like torture. Tick, tick, tick. The sound of the clock secondhand gets on my nerves. Tick, 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 tick. Tick. I think I heard something mixed in with the ticking. Oh, creak. Creak! It sounded like the door opening, but who would be coming in at this hour? Or who would be coming at this hour? Tap, tap, tap. No, there's no mistake. Someone came into the room and is coming near me. Who is it? If someone was to come this late at night, it would be... Well, this is the Ciel route, so... Even still, it's a good idea to save the game. Let's go ahead and just do that. Ciel Senpai, perhaps? That's dumb. It could never be Senpai.
But it is.
Good evening, Tono-kun. I jump up in bed. Senpai! Yes. I wanted to see you, so I came. Senpai says this with a smile as if it was the most natural thing in the world. You came to see me? No way. But it's happening. In reality, I'm right here now, or I'm here right now. That's why I'm saying this isn't real. It's already this late. This is my room too, so it's not a place where you can just come in. It's all possible, because this is a dream. Huh? A dream? Huh? A dream, Senpai? Yes, this is a dream you are seeing. Let's think of it that way. Senpai smiles. Senpai is her usual self. But I feel there's something incredibly wrong with her. Her eyes, normally full of kindness, now look like they're planning on something. Oh no. I know where this is going. No! Her polite words are rather making me uneasy. No. What is the most strange is this situation where Senpai is in my room. I steal a glance at the clock. It's still past 3 o'clock in the morning. Such a thing. No, there can't be such a realistic dream. I get up from bed. I try to walk towards Senpai, who's in the middle of my room. Huh? My legs. My legs won't move at all. That won't do. Moving on your own like that. Please stay there, Tono-kun. Please stay here. Hold on, Senpai. My legs, why won't they move? It's obviously because this is a dream. Tono-kun, do you still not believe me? As if shocked, she raises her shoulders. But I'm the one who's shocked. A dream? Please stop fooling around. Why in the world are you in my room at this hour, Senpai? Do you need to ask? Oh no! No! There is only one reason for a girl to come to a boy's room, you know. Guys, there's gonna have to be some not safe for work censoring coming up here. I'm sorry, but I know where this is going. Blushing, she gives a smile and a smile loaded with meaning. With meaning, in quotations. Only one. Senpai. Tono, are you that much of an idiot? That's not to make some delicious food or play a card game, so Oh my god, don't fucking just stop talking, please. Yes. Let's do something dirty. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, at least we got through that. I don't know what happened to us last night, guys, but yeah. Let's just forget that ever happened. Morning. I dazedly open my eyes. Sunshine pours in from the window, enveloping the room with a warm atmosphere. I stare down at my hands. My dirty hands. They're a little sweaty. I wonder why they're sweaty, Tono. My body is drenched in sweat as well, as if last night was incredibly hot, in more ways than one. What's more, I'm panting heavily. Alright, I need to calm down. First, I catch my breath and then close my eyes. This is my room. It is before 7 in the morning. I'm the only one here, and of course, Senpai is nowhere to be found. Just as she said, it was all a dream. Yeah, I know. I know it was a dream. Now that I'm calm, I know she wouldn't ever do something like that. I wouldn't be so sure. Then that means what happened last night was not real. Or was it? I let out a deep breath. All the same, I definitely still feel some vestiges of her touch lingering on my body. Certain parts of my body. Like the sensation— oh my god. Okay, no, it's not that bad. Oh, okay, never mind, it is. Okay, that's enough about talking about that. I don't need to be reading that out loud. All the same, it has got to be a dream. I can't tell if that's something I should be happy or disappointed about, but it's just all of my imagination anyway. But, why? Why did I see that kind of dream? I know Senpai is my important friend, yeah. But, that's also another word, guys, for friends with benefits. But does having a dream like that mean I see her as a woman, too? Yeah. Just thinking of it, the overly real memory of her skin rushes back. Oh my god, Tono, please. We're trying to make this YouTube friendly here, and you're not helping. To make sure I'm not still dreaming, I hug myself. Is that what you do to make sure you're not dreaming? Yeah, this is definitely real. Because I can hug myself. Her skin was so Stop! God! Her skin was so fundamentally different from a guy's skin like this. So soft. Yeah, because it's not a guy's skin. What the fuck kind of... That's such a strange thing to bring up. It was so different from a guy's skin. Well, no shit. And she was really mean. What? Just thinking about her makes my breath go wild. Maybe there was some S&M that I just missed from that scene. Not saying I watched that scene. I totally didn't. Well, maybe I went through a lot of bad things, but it's true that I did feel exceedingly good. I'm sure you did. I should feel a bit guilty dreaming about doing that to Senpai, but I recall the dream and just sit there thinking about it. Oh god, Tono. But then... Shiki-sama... I caught you masturbating! Wah! I flail around off my bed as if trying to escape. No, in fact I was trying to escape, but it just ended up with me landing on the floor with the sheets. Hisue? How long have you been there? Long enough. Since before you awoke, Shiki-sama. She speaks with her usual lack of expression. Still lying on the floor, tangled in the sheets and unable to stand, I look up at Hisue's face. Before I woke up? Then that means Hisue saw my face when I was having that dream. She probably saw some other things too. My face turns deep red. Hisue just stands there, expressionless as usual, and makes no attempt to speak. Did I look strange? I do not wish to describe it. Oh, shit, son. I knew it. I must have looked really weird. Yeah, probably. But if you insist, Shiki-sama, I can describe you as accurately as I can. No, you don't have to do that. My face still flushed, I speak in a fading voice. Hisue-san. I give a cough to clear the silence. Adding san to her name is a clear sign of my vulnerability. What is it, Shiki-sama? I'm going to change, so would you mind waiting outside? Or rather, I'm so embarrassed I just want her to leave. But Hisue doesn't obey today of all days. Once I can confirm you are awake, I will leave the room, Shiki-sama. Well, he's obviously awake. Huh? Is she joking? Why does she think I'm covering myself in these sheets? It's to hide something that's still standing. Oh my god. I'm fine, so please leave. I can get up and I won't go back to sleep. I'll change and go to the sitting room as soon as you leave. Shiki-sama, are you hurt and unable to stand? Hisue approaches me out of worry. No, that's not it. I'm standing. I mean, I'm standing. I mean, I can stand, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, something's standing. Just, just need to wait for it to kind of go down, It's the thing. I crawl, pulling my sheets like a slug, and gain some distance from her. Using the bed as a barrier, I get far enough away. Then please excuse me. I will prepare your breakfast, so please come after you change. Oh, God. She has got to be suspicious, but she bows and leaves the room. I doubt she even knows what that is. I was so surprised. The contents of my dream were surprising enough, but knowing Hisue saw me while I was dreaming is very troubling. Or is it my own fault for having that kind of dream about Senpai? I guess it was my fault, or it is my fault. With a good person like Senpai, why did I have a dream like that? Maybe it's because you're attracted to her. Holy fucking shit, I just answered your question that should have been really easy to answer, but, whatever. I give a sigh of self-loathing. But I can tell that I won't forget that dream anytime soon. I'm sure you wouldn't. I don't think a lot of people would, Shiki. After calming down sufficiently, I head to the sitting room. As usual, Akiha is sitting on the sofa, elegantly sipping tea. Good morning, Nissan. You are certainly up early this morning. She must be happy I woke up because she greets me with a smile. Yeah, good morning. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell because I'm pretty sure Akiha has this constantly bitchy tone considering she's a tsundere. There were, well, a lot of things going on this morning. Down there specifically. As soon as I say that, I suddenly recall the memory of Senpai's tongue. Oh my god! This isn't good. It's not that good, no. I can tell my face is blushing beyond my control. Nissan? Oh no. A brief clamor. What's wrong? Your face is red. Do you have a fever? Oh no. No! Rushing over to me, she looks up at me from below. Oh no. This isn't good. But in doing so, from this angle, oh my god. Don't fantasize about your sister, please. Akiha sighs. You do seem to have a fever. What? Kohaku, come quickly. Nissan doesn't seem to be well. Oh my god. Akiha calls out to the dining room. Kohaku-san has been preparing my breakfast in the kitchen. I'm fine. It's just a minor cold, so don't worry. If it is a cold, then I can't let it go by. For you, a trivial illness is a big deal. The strength of your immune system is much lower than most people's. Akiya seems to be fed up and puts her hand on my forehead. The sensation of her cool, delicate hand. No! This isn't good. This isn't good at all, so I break loose and run out to the lobby. Footsteps echo as I dash off, and try to conceal my boner. Shiki-sama? Have you finished your breakfast already? No, that's not it. Get the fuck out of my room. But, where's my bag? I have your bag here. Are you already going to school? Nodding, I snatch my bag from Hisue. I'm going. Don't worry about seeing me off. Nissan, you've been acting strange. What are you doing with that fever? Geez, I told you it's nothing. Since it's nothing, I'm going to school. I'll have breakfast later, so leave me alone. Leave you alone? Hey, Nissan! The sound of my fleeing footsteps is my only response. Or did he just... Wait, did he just say sigh? Oh my god, just from the quotations it looks like he said sigh. Because usually there's asterisks there or something. Even if it is Akiya, she wouldn't chase me this far. Since we're not kids anymore, she won't stop me from going to school. Whew. I take a deep breath and I'm finally able to calm down. What am I running away for? Well, maybe to conceal the, that. Once I calm down, I can think clearly. I didn't do anything wrong, so there was no need for me to run away like that. Well, no, it's not that you did something wrong. You were just trying to hide your you know, embarrassing... You know what? I'm not even good. Why am I explaining this to him? It's like I have to explain simple things that should be obvious to Tono because Tono doesn't know because Tono is just a fucking dense a very dense person that doesn't understand basic things. I don't believe it. I look like a complete idiot, yeah? But to go back to the mansion to eat breakfast sounds more dumb. To school then? Please don't let us make it. Please don't let us make a choice here. That's just going to be so stupid. Letting out a sigh, I go downhill along the residential street. I arrive 30 minutes earlier than usual. The figures of students around the school gates are sparse. It seems I'm the only one who's arrived at school at this odd time. On the school grounds, the athletic clubs are holding their practices. I'm not in any clubs right now, but truthfully, I like to move around a lot. I know that I have some athletic ability, at least to be proud of, or at least enough to be proud of, but I can't join any clubs. Might be because of the whole anemia thing. My body always has this recurring anemia, so I would just be a bother, and my doctor has told me that I should not exercise frequently. Since middle school, I've been asked more than a few times to join a club. But I always have to say, it's not my thing, and refuse. Every time I refused, I felt a sense of separation. That might have been a subconscious wall that had told me I will never be able to mix in with the people on the other side. That's enough. This really isn't my thing. I'll stop thinking such thoughts and hurry on to the classroom. Huh? I thought I was the first one, but it seems like some of my classmates are already here. Yo, you're early, Tono! Morning. This class seems to have a lot of people with spare time. Nah. Oh, I could have sworn that was Arihiko. Nah, our practice just got over with. Those that come here this early who aren't in clubs are usually only those with daily duties. I see. That does make sense now that he mentions it. Greeting those around me, I take my seat. It's half an hour before homeroom. It's not a bad idea to just watch my classmates arrive. The classroom starts to get busy around 7:50. Huh? I think I saw Senpai in the hallway. She's down at the first year hallway again. What is she doing? Maybe she came to see me. Then... Oh, wait, what did I do? Okay. We do not want to progress to the next choice. We want to save. See, I'll go into the hallway and talk to her. Or no, it probably doesn't concern me, so I'll just watch from here. Or an opening. I'll surprise her from behind. You know what? Let's go with 3. I like 3. Senpai is glancing all around the hallway. I don't know if she's looking for something or someone, but she looks really suspicious. Hehehe. I get this sudden irresistible urge. Surprise butt sex! Senpai is always taking everything at her own pace. I think I can respond sometimes to balance things out. Senpai is seriously searching for something. I sneak up behind her. Anywhere else, this probably wouldn't be a good idea, Tonoka, because she'd probably kill you in an instant. Luckily, Senpai doesn't sense me at all. Here goes. Boo! I grab her from behind, but... Sexual harassment! Before I know it, I'm lying on the ground. Oh, Tono-kun. Senpai sounds worried. Yeah, it's me, Senpai. Jeez, don't surprise me like that. I reflexively got away, but are you alright? Huh? I'm fine. I just tripped. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you definitely just tripped there, Tono. I stand up. I guess the strange looks from all the other students in the hallway are to be expected. Ow, wow. Man, I think I hit my hip. Guess I shouldn't pull pranks like that. Regret. Exactly. I think I overdid it, but... Wait. Oh, okay, that's Ciel. Never mind. Exactly. I think I overdid it, but since it was your fault, I will not apologize. I know. Sorry, Senpai. I interrupted your search. Well, this mischievous boy will now go back to his classroom. Rubbing my butt, I start to head to class. Oh, wait, Tono-kun. Can you stand there as punishment? What? Stand here as punishment? As usual, she says something strange. Sure, what is it? Just don't move, please. Like yesterday, she starts sniffing me. What? She starts sniffing me again. For some reason. Senpai? Ah. Having her stare right at me like this makes me remember my dream. Oh no. Don't do that. That's not a good idea, Tono. Tono-kun. What's wrong? Your face is turning red. It's nothing. I just had a bad dream. I don't feel very well. I think I'm honest, as I don't say I don't feel bad at all. Tono-kun? She looks at me with a very serious expression. Senpai? I'm perplexed. I feel as if Senpai is reading my mind, and I remember more and more of last night's dream. Oh no. This would be a bad place for that to happen, Shiki. Tono-kun, you said you had a bad dream. What does that mean? It means you had a bad dream. What the fuck do you think? It doesn't mean anything, and it's none of your business. Oh! Don't worry about it. I'm asking you what you're doing. It is my business. Tono-kun, you didn't sleep well last night, did you? Huh? Well, she is right, but... Senpai, how do you know about that?
I was watching you.
Because your face is all red. I don't know if you are sick, but you don't look well, Tono-kun. Oh, I see. I was surprised for a moment there. She guessed right about last night, so I thought... About this dream, Tono-kun.
Tell me everything about it.
Oh, I was right, holy shit. Please tell me what kind of dream it was. Senpai asks me again, as she hasn't given up. Fine. It's not a big deal, really. Just, you were in it a little. I answer reluctantly. All of a sudden, I was in it? Senpai gets mad. Well, you asked. Senpai. Senpai quickly takes a step away and stares at me. Senpai looks like she wants to say something more, but she just gives a quick bow and runs away. I tilt my head in confusion. Then, the homeroom bell echoes through the hallway. At lunch break, the guy who didn't even show up for a single class arrives. Yo, Tono! Food, let's get some food. He's happy about something, being even more energetic than usual. Of course, food. But you seem to be in a great mood. Did something happen, Arihiko? Yup. I just asked Senpai if she wanted to eat lunch together, and she refused. That's odd. Senpai must be referring to Ciel Senpai, but this guy seems to get happy when his offer is refused. Hey, Arihiko, you have that sort of taste? No, I'm not finished. So I asked Senpai why not, and she said, if Tono-kun isn't there, I don't want to come. Isn't that great, Tono? That's odd. Why have I been friends with this guy since middle school? Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. Oh man, she really hates you, Tono. A rival's loss is my gain, so I'll treat you to lunch today. Arihiko happily slaps my back. Well, I'm happy you're treating me, but Senpai was angry at me? Is that supposed to be like just the sound that pronouncing the letter N makes? Well, after she asked, will Tono be with us? And I nodded, her face turned all red. As soon as she heard your name, her face probably burned with anger. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Probably? Isn't that a little different, Arihiko? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Arihiko's story can't be trusted. Certainly, Senpai did seem angry this morning, but I don't know why she would be. No way, she couldn't have realized what kind of dream I had. I think she kinda did. I think that might be the reason why she was blushing. If she could figure that out from that one conversation, she'd make a great detective. Or maybe she's just normal and figures things like that out without having to have them explained to her. Like you would have to have them explained to you, Tono. Hey, stop whining and let's go, Tono. There's only seats enough left for half the people using the cafeteria. No, Yeah, I'll go with Arihiko to the cafeteria. Or no, even if she hates me, I'll go see Senpai. Alright. Well, I think the choice here is obvious. Let's go and see Ciel. I'll pass. I'm going to buy some food and eat by myself. Or buy some bread. Well, same thing. Really? Then I'll go ahead. Arihiko goes off to the cafeteria. Well then. I also get out of my chair and head over to the club room, where Senpai may be. I stand before the tea ceremony room. Of course, I bought some food for myself before I came. Knock, knock. I tap on the door. I hear some scuffling inside and sense a person on the other side. Yes, who is it? I can hear Senpai's voice through the door. It's me. Senpai, would you like to eat lunch with me? There's no answer. Senpai, I said lunch. I'm not eating with you, Tono-kun. That voice doesn't sound happy at all. I'm not sure what to do. I have some curry bread. I pull out my secret weapon. Tono-kun, do you think I can just be bought with food? Yeah. Senpai shouts from the other side. Maybe this less than 100 yen bread didn't work. Jeez. I think trying to barge in would make her more angry, so I guess I should just go back. And then. Well, I guess I'll have some, though. She opens the door and stands in front of me. Senpai? Come to think of it, I shouldn't be taking this out on you, Tono-kun. Turning away a guest that came here would be a little rude. With a red face, she mumbles something like an excuse. Senpai, does that mean we can eat lunch together? I don't mind if you take it that way. If you like this room that much, then please come in. Because that's totally the reason why we want to eat lunch in here. Senpai goes into the tea ceremony room. Following behind her, I walk inside. I start to eat with Senpai. Even though I got the impression that she was in a bad mood from Arihiko and her reaction back then, it certainly doesn't seem that way. Senpai, I heard this from Arihiko, but you're angry at me? How come? No, I'm not really angry at you. It's more of an indirect thing. Maybe it's more your insensitivity. Wait a sec, Senpai. You're normally a hard person to understand, but today you're even more so. If you're angry at me at my insensitivity, that's fine, but what do you mean by maybe? Senpai, you don't understand how you feel? She sighs. I'm a little unsure. I'm not usually concerned with myself. Senpai almost sounds apologetic. Probably I don't like myself. Senpai? Senpai sits in silence without looking at me. After a short moment of silence, she suddenly glares at me. More importantly, Tono-kun. Yes? Straightening up, I look back into her eyes. Since I know she's about to begin a very serious conversation. What is it, Senpai? Could I have that curry bread? What's with that all of a sudden? Didn't you just say you won't be bought out by food? That's a different matter. Tono-kun, are you trying to take back what you said earlier? Senpai is really angry. It was a joke. It was just a joke for me, but I guess she took it very seriously. Yes, I understand. Please accept this, Your Highness. I hand over the curry bread. Giving that up, I only have some sausage bread left. Sausage bread. Yay! Senpai happily takes it from me. Is she a kid or something? Then I will give you some of this hamburger. Here you go, Senpai says as she gives me half of it from her lunch. I think the difference in the barter exchange rate was a little high. After we finish our meals, we pass the time while sipping tea. A perfectly tranquil passing of time. It seems like she's conscious of my presence, and I'm not especially conscious of her presence either. Or she's not conscious of my presence. Just a calmness. Like two friends of the same gender, we pass the remaining break time like this. Hey, Tono-kun. Yes? What is it, Senpai? I've been thinking about this for a while, but your glasses aren't used to correct your vision, right? Actually, they kinda are. Wow, you're amazing, Senpai. Bullseye. Sure. They're just for show. I knew it, Senpai nods. Hey, Tono-kun, can I ask a favor? Senpai looks expectantly at my eyes. Not so much my eyes, but my glasses. Just once, could you take off those glasses? No, Tono, don't do that. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. That would be troubling. Taking these glasses off means I would see those lines, and more importantly, I don't want to see the death of this person close to me. I can't do that. Unfortunately, I've never taken these off in front of others. It's kind of like a vow, so I'll reject your request. I answer clearly. Senpai slumps disappointedly. Huh, if you say so, then I guess it's not possible. Yes, because these past 8 years, I never took them off in front of other people, but... That's right. That ended. With these eyes. I saw the death of many, many things. The fuck? Tono-kun? Okay, so the scenery randomly changed for a minute there. Yeah, what is it, senpai? What do you mean, what is it? Suddenly spacing out like that. Lunch break is almost over, you know? Oh, that's true. I thought we had about 10 more minutes. Yes, we did have 10 minutes, but you spaced out for 10 minutes. But you were just spaced out for that long. Damn. Senpai gathers up the cups. Huh? Was it really 10 minutes? While I'm still tilting my head in curiosity, I helped Senpai tidy up the tea ceremony room and then leave. Classes end again, with plenty of time left to spare. Well... Oh... Jesus, let's... There's been a lot of choices in this part so far, and... choices that aren't really... I mean, they probably are slightly important, I guess, just for... affection points with Ciel, but... most of these choices have been kind of just... not too important, really. I mean, I don't think it's anything that would lead us to a dead end or anything like that, but we can never be too sure. I think going out into the city would probably be bad. Go back to the mansion, go out to the city. Let's go to the tea ceremony room again. I think we just want to visit Ciel as much as possible, since this is the Ciel route. I hurry to the tea ceremony room. Senpai has her hand on the door as I arrive. Senpai! Ah, Tono-kun. Are you going home now? No, I thought I'd talk with you a little bit. You're going to have some tea now, right? I was thinking of joining you. No, I'm going home now.
I'm going to hunt vampires now, Toto.
I have something to do, and this month's, I think they meant to say month's club funding, and this month's club funding is getting a little low. Ah. I see, all of those tea snacks were bought with club money? But come to think of it, a club that can buy snacks with its own funds has to be wonderful. So I can't keep you company, Tono-kun. Tono-kun, do you have any other plans after this? Me? No, not anymore. Well then, care to walk with me to the front gate? Yeah, it would be my pleasure. Senpai grins and nods, and walks by my side. We decide to walk together for 5 minutes to the school gate. Without any serious talk between us, we arrive at the school gate. Well then, see you tomorrow, Senpai. Raising one hand, I start off down the road in the opposite direction from her. Oh, please wait. I have something I wanted to ask you, Tono-kun. What? What is it? Yesterday, you said there was someone that looked like me. Uh-oh. I kind of got curious, so I wanted to hear a bit more about it. Her eyes burn with curiosity. But to me, that's not something I really want to recall. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. It was just a mistake I made, so it's okay. I look away from Senpai as I give a vague excuse. Is that so? Senpai quickly ends her questioning. But you saw that person late at night, right? Tono-kun, I think walking around late at night like that is pretty dangerous. Those serial killings have been continuing, you know? If you meet that serial killer, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Senpai, you're worried about me walking out late at night? Yes. You're a good person, so you're the type that'll get easily tricked and put in danger. Because you're kind of an idiot. Senpai looks like she's seriously worried. Yes, her concern makes me extremely happy. Thanks, Senpai. But it's alright. The one behind those incidents is gone. Eh? Gone? What do you mean? Crap. Nero is a secret between just me and Arcade. I can't talk to Senpai about it, and besides, it's no use telling her about it. Yeah, that's right. It is dangerous to walk around at night, really. Anyway, from now on, please stop walking around at night. You're a good student. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure about being a good student, but I won't play around at night anymore, like you say. Senpai stares at me. Does she not believe me? She doesn't seem convinced. I get it. Then I promise. I stick out a hand. Senpai, I owe you for that one time, so I'll do as you ask. So it's a promise. You want to shake hands? Yeah. We're a bit too old for pinky promises, so we'll shake hands. After standing there a little perplexedly, Senpai takes my outstretched hand. I understand. It's a promise, Tono-kun. She shakes my hand up and down. Well then, goodbye. Let's meet again at school tomorrow. Wrapped up in the sunset, Senpai disappears. After watching her go, I decide to head home too. I walk up the road and back to the mansion. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet. There's still an hour until dinner, so I'll kill some time in my room. Dinner is over and it's now nighttime. A rare event, Agiya Kohaku-san and Hisue are all in the sitting room, so I join them for some after-meal tea. Is that so? I like the second one rather than the first one. I think the taste is more refined. It is a difficult choice. The difference in taste is great, but everyone handles the different concentrations in varied ways. But Kohaku, you like Japanese tea better, right? I think Hisue prefers English tea. Hisue-chan does not mind blands that much. She may look sensitive, but Hisue-chan is... Nissan. Sensitive like she looks. See, there isn't anything she can't do like cleaning or sewing, Shiki-san. Kohaku-san suddenly engages me in conversation. Hisue's glance seems somewhat scary too. Why are you suddenly telling me that, Kohaku-san? Because Hisue-chan is your servant. You surely know about her sensitiveness, right? Well... I quickly look over at Hisue. Hisue stands there quietly with something like an air of attack around her. No, I don't think she's that sensitive. She takes care of things quickly even when I mess something up, and she doesn't get angry like someone else when I come home late. Uh-oh. Nissan, don't you know it's perfectly natural for someone who breaks curfew to be scolded? I know, but it isn't 8 o'clock. But isn't 8 o'clock a bit too early? I'm not a little kid, so let's make it like 10 o'clock from now on. I refuse. You don't have any reason to stay out that late anyway. It's not like you have a cram school or a club to attend. I do have a club to attend, and it's called the Vampire Hunting Club. I can't really rebut what when she brings that up. Someone free like me coming home late means that I'm out playing around. Shiki-san, is it as Agiya-sama says? It's dangerous out there recently, so please don't go out late at night, okay? Or at night. Dangerous? You mean those serial killings? Yes, Kohaku-san nods. It almost makes me laugh. The one doing that, Nero, is no more. But the only ones who know that are me and Arquaid, and other people are still frightened about the shadows of the dead killer. This morning they found another... Okay, who's saying that? Who said that? God damn it! I guess it's Kohaku. This morning they found another victim in the shopping district. That's the 11th victim, you know? The 11th victim! Wow, 11th? That's amazing. That's a baseball team... Wait a minute. Kohaku-san? Yes? What you just said, is it true? Yeah, it's true. It was in the morning's news. in this morning's news. It seems like it happened last night, but just like all the others, all the blood was drained completely. What? That's weird. Because Nero is dead. How can someone who died 2 days ago kill someone the day after? No way. Did he not die? No, that's definitely not it. He's definitely dead. So how come... Then maybe, if the vampire roaming the streets disappeared, but these incidents are still happening, then the only vampire left in the city is her.
Oh shit.
Good night, Shiki-sama. Yeah, good night, Hisui. The door shuts softly and I'm left in the room alone. Another victim appeared. Another victim killed by a vampire. It can't be. Arcwade, right? Or it can't be Arcwade. She said she doesn't suck blood, and more than that, I don't think anyone who acts that human could do that. I only spent 2 days with her, but I can't believe she would do anything bad. With her prettiness, her great smiling face, she couldn't have sucked someone's blood and discarded them on the street. But there's been another dead body found. I should just meet her once more and ask her about it. Saying that aloud, I quickly act on it. I take the knife I used to fight Nero and sneak quietly out of the mansion. Going out into the street, I start to search for Arcwade. My lungs feel like they're going to burst. I stop running and catch my breath. My body, which was running non-stop until now, wheezes to try to suck in more oxygen. My panting fills the air. This is no good. I can't find her. I ran down the street and to her place, but I still couldn't find her. That Arcwade, she's always around when you don't need her, but when you try to find her... I speak those words selfishly. I was about to say I spoke those words selfishly. It doesn't really matter how I say that, really. I mean, it's pretty much same thing. I mean, it's just past tense. It's been 4 hours. It's almost midnight, but I still don't see Arcwade anywhere. For some reason, I thought optimistically that I'd find her easily once I started looking for her. I want to see her, and when we last parted, she said, "See you later." Shit, where did you go, Arcwade? For some reason, I'm getting very annoyed. I keep thinking that I'll see her soon, but I don't. This is killing me. I thought we'd see each other again. What is that? It's like I'm in love with her. No, wrong, you're in love with Ciel. But that's stupid. Forcing a grim smile, I shake the thought from my mind. I'll check out the park, and if I don't see her there, I'll go back. Taking a deep breath, I walk to the park. 2 nights ago. The park where so much happened. The park where I parted with Arcwade. There's something different about the park. The lampposts are off. The lampposts throughout the park are all turned off. The moonlit park seems more solitary than usual. Is it a power outage? I look around me. Outside the park, the lights are all working. The only lamps are not working are within the park itself. Clang. Huh? What was that just now? I can hear something. The clamor sounds like it's coming from a fight. I'm curious. There's no basis for this, but this late at night, if there's any sort of trouble going on, I think it has to involve her. Alright. Trying as hard as I can to be silent, I head towards the source of the sound. I can see 2 figures facing off. Someone is wearing dark black garments, and I can't tell who it is. I can easily tell the other one. But I can easily tell the other one. White garments and golden hair that can be easily spotted even in just the moonlight. Arcwade? Arcwade is being attacked by this black human shape. That black human shadow is carrying something like a sword, and it isn't something like a simple fight. Sword in hand, it jumps towards Arcwade. Arcwade deflects the blade coming in towards her chest with her hand and lightly contacts the chest of that black shape. In the next instant, the sword-wielding shape flies through the air like a soccer ball. Thump. Roll, roll, roll. Falling down on the brick pathway in the park, it keeps rolling as if easing the fall. No, to be more accurate, it rolls right toward me. What? It's dark and I can't tell, but in front of me the shape stops rolling and regains its feet. A sharp, cut-off voice. Fascinated by this display, I let out a breath of admiration. Suddenly, the sword-carrying figure ceases all movement. I'm seen? The figure finally seems to realize I'm here. And then, it leaps towards me with sword in hand. The cutting blade of the sword rapidly arcs towards my throat. This speed, this flying speed, this accuracy surpasses that of Nero's beast. The Shadow's movement is as fast as Arquade's when she was tearing apart Nero's beast. The sword pokes lightly at my neck. Thump. My heart accelerates to a feverish pitch. I don't even have time to think of the danger or to evade. My thoughts are filled with only death. The sword doesn't pierce my throat, but stops suddenly. Tono-kun? Senpai. Our voices overlap. Both of our voices are drowned in disbelief. Ciel Senpai and I stare at each other in amazed shock. Shiki, get away from here! Arquade's voice calls from far away. Arquade dashes towards us. Senpai glares at me with eyes that seem to belong to another person. Like that, she turns around and runs off. Why? Senpai is completely gone. That black figure, Senpai wearing those dark clothes. That person who saved me 2 days ago when I was nearly killed by Nero's crows. But, Senpai, she said that wasn't her, so why? That's called lying, Shiki. Shiki! I suddenly realize Arquade is in front of me. Arquade? Are you alright? Did she do something to you? Just like Senpai before, she looks at me intensely. But that doesn't matter. Did she do anything to me? I touch my neck that had a sword on it until now. There's a light, sharp pain. The finger that touched my neck is faintly painted red. Senpai's sword has cut my throat only a few millimeters deep. What is going on? Why would Senpai attack me? Why? Really, why would she glare at me like that? Isn't it obvious? You saw us trying to kill each other. She is someone who operates in complete secrecy, so she hates for an ordinary person like you to see what was happening. Arquade says that unbelievable statement. Kill each other? Why? How come? Why would you and Senpai do something like that? Lost in pure shock, I can only manage those words. In the first place, I didn't come here to ask that. I wanted to ask her, Arquade, about something, which is why I was out here in the first place. I don't know. I only came to see you, so why are you and Senpai trying to kill each other? Shiki, you came to see me? Yes. I had something I wanted to talk about, so I was just looking for you. So why did it end up this way? I don't know. My head is just spinning. Please, could you tell me what's going on, Arquade? Well, I was just simply fighting with that person from the church. It isn't something that concerns you, so just forget about it, Shiki. It does concern me. But first, what do you mean by the church? Explain it so I can understand. Arquade doesn't answer. She mulls over it until she nods. Sure, why not? Since you're that worried, I'll tell you. It really doesn't concern you, though, so you really want to hear it? Yeah. No matter what it is, I don't mind. Oh? How enthusiastic. I'm actually a little curious about why you came to see me, though. Come on, please hurry. I want to hear about that person. Arcade looks a little angry. I don't even think about why she would look like that all of a sudden. My throat still hurts. Senpai, Ciel Senpai, pointed a sword at me. All I can think about is why Ciel Senpai would do that. Fine, then I'll tell you. The dead apostles are vampires that try the utmost to conceal their existence. In order to live, they must suck the blood of humans, so victims will always appear as long as they exist. But there's not too many stories of people being killed by vampires, right? Do you know why that is? Arcade, I didn't ask about vampires. Sheesh, I'm trying to explain it to you in order, Shiki, so please answer, okay? Look, even when the vampires kill people, they try to hide it from the surrounding society that people like you live in. They seek to hide themselves and try as much as possible using magic and other things to camouflage their victims and make it appear natural. Do you know why? Well, it's because humans aren't stupid. If they find out monsters like that exist where they live, they'd attack them. Even though humans are weak, they do things like police. Or they do have things like police. If there are such things as vampires, an effort would be made to protect people from them. Then people would stop walking around at night like what's going on right now. I think they try to hide themselves because that's inconvenient for them. Well, I guess that's true, but police are only a law enforcing group against humans. We don't consider them at all. But it's correct to say that vampires hide their presence for the sake of self-preservation. Shiki, there is a natural enemy of the vampires. A group of something like professional killers that now have their power balance in their favor. It's true that other transcendent species, but it's true for other transcendent species, but especially for vampires, it is fatal for them to reveal themselves. Even if a vampire made a secret kingdom in a village somewhere in the mountains away from civilization, this natural enemy would definitely notice if victims keep increasing. Vampires exploit the humans in secret for no reason other than self-preservation. The vampires hide their dead victims' bodies not out of fear of human society finding out, but in fear of these natural enemies discovering them. Their natural enemy? She means someone that fights against vampires. Like Senpai, who is wielding a sword against Arcade. So they aren't human either? What are you saying? Their natural enemy is without a doubt you humans. Natural enemies? Us? Yeah. Starting from a long time ago, humans used many kinds of magic, the occult, magical ceremonies to create an organization and started to eliminate primates other than humans. The greatest of all these is Christianity, the pride of the Vatican, the exorcists. The Catholic Church always viewed non-humans as impurities, but vampires are considered the most dangerous. There are many religious groups in the world, but the Catholic Church looks at vampires with more hostility than the rest. You know, it's almost an obsession. They are so insane, I don't even want to mess with them. Arcade lets out a sigh. You should know what I'm getting at by now. The one who tried to kill you was a member of an elite organization that hunts heretics. This group, the Burial Agency, is part of the church. They use their own strength rather than the law to deal with contradictions to Christianity. These hidden exorcists are more like professional killers. Being the ones which crush contradictions, their existence is a shadow, and so they don't come in front of people. They are a section that should not exist within the organization called Christianity, so they kill all those that discover their existence indiscriminately. That woman, it seems she's called Ciel, probably came here to hunt down the vampire in the city. She's now called Ciel. I'm sure she goes by many aliases. Her sense for the enemy is far better than mine. She says this with an irritated manner. Or in an irritated manner. I don't have any words to say. Senpai is some sort of an exorcist who's hunting vampires. I just can't believe that at all. Yeah, she's like a female Van Helsing. Because Senpai has such a gentle... Fuck! Because Senpai has such a gentle, good nature, she can't kill. She's not someone that can handle such things, unlike me. I think you are totally misjudging her, Tono. That's a lie. That's a lie, Arcwade. Because Senpai's an upperclassman at my school. So why would you say she's some member of the church? Hey now, Shiki, you know her? Arcwade draws near as if telling me she wouldn't allow that. Of course. She's a third year at my school. I've known her since I was a first year. Since I was a first year? Huh? Something's wrong. Come to think of it, how long have I known her? I don't even know what class she's in. I try and remember, but I don't have any memories of her before that day when I found her mending those splints. Thank you very much, Tono-kun. Because she smiled and said that. For some reason, I felt like I had always known her. This can't be true. First of all, the strangest thing is that Senpai was called Ciel, like it was natural to be called so, but no one calls her with a different name. She was only called Ciel. How come no one doubted such a name? Arcwade, about Senpai, about that person, who is she? Didn't I tell you? She's a member of the burial agency. She's a newcomer who entered only 8 years ago, but maybe she has great abilities. She's an agent already having a seat in the perfect number, the 7th. I don't quite get what Arcwade is saying, but the number 7 certainly is a perfect number. A number isolated from the others. In its solitude, it has nowhere to go. Isolation, isolation. Since it is perfect, the Acrophia, or the Apocrypha, named with that number, refuses reincarnation. I don't quite get it, but for some reason, those words repeat inside my head. That's right, the members of the burial agency are highly skilled, so I guess it's easy for them to use suggestion against someone who can't even resist. That woman probably was deceiving you all in order to stay in your high school. Suggestion? Like hypnosis? Yes, it can't be a very complex order. She probably used something like, don't doubt Ciel. Yeah, that's it. I always felt something was wrong from the beginning, but as soon as I would see her again, those doubts would disappear. Feeling it is natural for her to be there. Wasn't that one of Senpai's characteristics? I understand, but there's still something else. You said Senpai is a member of the burial agency, so why is she fighting you? They only fight bad vampires, right? I don't really think it matters, Shiki. So there isn't any need for you two to fight, right? They only fight bad vampires, such as those that suck the blood of humans and cast their bodies away. Arcwade, you... What, did I do something? Arcwade looks directly at me. I can't think of it. I don't want to think that this person would ever suck human blood. But the truth is, the incidents are still occurring. Furthermore, Senpai, an exorcist from the church, is trying to kill Arcwade. Arcwade, don't tell me the killing yesterday was your doing. That's why you and Senpai were fighting? I grit my teeth. I speak those heavy, painful words as if confessing love toward a girl I like. Shiki, are you serious? Even I don't want to believe it. But then, who did it? Nero is dead already. So that leaves, only you, right? I'm filled with regret as soon as I say those words. I still like her. She saved my life, and those 2 days were still a lot of fun. So I don't want to separate with her like this. But if she is the killer vampire, and then, smack! My head is hit with a fist. Oh. Damn, he got fucking... Oh my god, I was hoping he'd get slapped or something. But that's just as good. Shiki, you idiot. Arquaid. I wouldn't normally let it be settled with just this, but since you look so pitiful, I'll let that be enough. Smiling, Arquaid hops back. Shiki, you're a great person. What? Having her say that so suddenly makes my cheeks flush. And in addition, you're so honest. I like those things about you. Arquaid smiles happily. Seeing her like that, I can't imagine her sucking on someone's blood. Arquaid, so... Yes, I'm not the killer. It's the work of some other vampire, and not me. The knot in my chest disappears. I see. I knew it. Arquaid didn't do those things. I see. It's the work of another vampire. That's a relief. Wait, that's weird. Hold on, Arquaid. You said it's another vampire, but isn't it odd for vampires to come out one after another? What are you saying? There aren't any new vampires. What? But Nero isn't alive anymore. There isn't anyone else that does something like that. Oh, I see. Shiki, you really made a big mistake. Arquaid gives an amazed sigh. You see, the serial killings you're talking about was always the work of just one vampire from the very beginning. So no new will come, and Nero is unrelated to those incidents. Huh? Nero is unrelated? What do you mean? It's just like I said. You're normally pretty sharp, but you're lost at some points. Think back, Shiki. Nero was a vampire, but did he ever suck human blood? Suck blood? He ate humans and... Oh. I see. Why didn't I notice such a simple mistake? The victims of the serial killings are found with their bodies drained of blood. But Nero was different. He didn't leave any dead bodies behind. He only drank the blood, but also ate the meat, leaving no trace. To prove it, the people eaten by him in the hotel were treated as missing people, not killed people. So that means it is something completely different. Wait, then what is the serial killing going on right now? Just who is doing it? That's a different vampire than Nero. To be more specific, that vampire is why I came here, and Nero came here following me. It's that sort of correlation. What? So the one you're after wasn't Nero after all? Yes, I didn't ever say he was my initial target. I was his target, but he was never my target. My target is the one called the serial killer in this city. What? I gasp in shock. But it really is just as she says. She said her purpose is to kill vampires, so I just thought it was Nero she was after. So what is it? Killing Nero that night was pointless? It wasn't pointless. You fought in my place. Well, if you didn't kill me, you probably wouldn't have had to in the first place. I feel a little dizzy. In other words, those vampire killings had nothing at all to do with Nero, and it was just the work of another vampire? Yeah, that's right. But that's my problem, so you don't have to worry about